UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Hello there and welcome to our second and final edition of UBC News Tonight, this Monday, the 10th day of November 2025. But first, let's have a look at our top stories. Top stories tonight: 166,000 Senior 6 candidates start Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education. Aspirants in the parliamentary campaign start with a door-to-door strategy. NERA reports fake websites and social media accounts, warns public to guard against extortion. And in sports, Stephen Ojede ready to die a little for Uganda at the Islamic Games. Hello there and welcome once again. We are coming to you live online and on air from Broadcasting House here on Nile Avenue. On sign language, it is Senyomo Yusuf and I am Rukidi Kiijjanangoma. President Yoweri Museveni has condoled with the 19 families that lost their beloved ones and property in the recent landslides which hit Bukwo district. Addressing his first campaign rally in Sebei sub-region, President Museveni informed the gathering that his office has already extended a commiserating hand to the victims. Robert Onyango kicks us off.
It is 10 a.m. of Monday, 10th November 2025, and Amnang Secondary Grounds in Bukwo district is already filled to capacity as hundreds quest the NRM campaign rally. As President Museveni campaigned in Mbali City in the morning hours, the NRM Secretary General Richard Odong was hitting up Bukwo.
Thank you, we love you for supporting me.
The second National Vice Chairperson Anta Ntamong and Uganda's athletic brand boys Joshua Cheptegei and Moses Kepsiro joined the trail. The Bukwo rally has been the entry point of the NRM presidential candidates Yoweri Museveni in Sebei sub-region. The two-day regional campaign trail will focus on consolidating what has so far been achieved.
Your Excellency, today we start our campaigns in Sebei sub-region, and we're starting with the Bukwo district. We people of Bukwo wish you a landslide victory in the forthcoming election as we continue to protect gains.
The second National Vice Chairperson and also Speaker of Uganda's Parliament, Anta Ntamong, has still accompanied the President in Bukwo district.
The campaign that we have this time, we are campaigning at a village level.
The recent landslides which hit Bukwo district was among the issues raised during the Monday NRM campaign rally.
Number of confirmed people dead are 19. 13 hospitalized. Crops affected in acres 38.35, Your Excellency. Number of water sources affected is 1.
President Museveni comforted the families which were affected by the recent landslides.
First of all, I extend condolences to the people of Buko on the death of our people who were swallowed by the mountain. We shall support the families of the victims. I have already sent some small support. As president, I sent some small support, but the government as a whole will support them even more.
But this, according to the president, has been caused by human interference.
And we have been telling you about this mountain. The mountain is very precious, but we need to know how to live and use this mountain.
He says shortly after the elections, he will carry forward the discussions surrounding the better management of natural features.
After the elections, we are going to discuss it in more detail, the strategy of living with the mountain.
Just like he has always said it everywhere, President Museveni has assured the people of Buko district that the current prevailing peace in the country will be protected at all costs.
You know what lack of peace meant. With the Pokot in Kenya, with the Pian in Karamoja, with the rebels in Mount Elgon. But now the whole of Uganda is peaceful from north to south, east to west. And anybody who tries to bring trouble here, we shall deal with him decisively.
The construction of Mbale Kapchora and Kapchora Swam roads topped President Museveni's campaign package.
We were able to push the tarmac road from Mbale to Kapchora even when we had no money. I used the money of compensation from Kenya to construct the Kapchora Mbale Road.
Reacting to cases of inefficiency in local leadership of Buko, President Museveni has waked up the communities to take up the mantle of monitoring the projects.
That's how we said you elect your own people whom you trust, so that kwamba wasimamie mambo yenu. The anti-corruption formula for the NRM is the LOC system, because the LOC system is elected by you. Mtume watu ambao watasimamia mambo yenu.
His closing remarks was for Ugandans to reflect on their past and probably look at the future.
A country without a vision perishes.
On Tuesday, 11th November 2025, President Museveni will campaign in Kapchorwa and Kweni districts. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
Leaders from Buko district in the Sebei sub-region have unanimously pledged to rally support behind the ruling National Resistance Movement and its presidential candidate Yoweri Museveni in the forthcoming elections. They say peace, infrastructure and improved livelihoods under the NRM have transformed their once troubled region into a thriving part of the country. Henry Okrot reports.
What the people of Buko see today is a far cry from the days of insecurity and isolation. Cattle rustling, once fueled by the Pokot from Kenya and the Karamojong from Uganda, used to define daily life here. But today, the story has changed. Peace now reigns across the hills of Sebei.
We coexist with our neighbors, especially the Pokots of Kenya and the Karamojongs, who have been terrorizing us and making us unpeaceful.
The farming you see is because of the peace, security and stability brought by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda.
The leaders credit the stability and peace to the consistent policies of the NRM government, which have also accelerated social and economic transformation. The successful construction of the Kapchorwa Buko Swam Road stands as a clear symbol of that progress.
We have a good road, we have security, we have water, we have schools, so we are very appreciative to the president.
For the last 10 years, when you see what is happening, we have gotten a lot of development. You've seen the Swam Kapchora Road, that was the biggest issue that we had.
We now have a higher water coverage in the district compared to the time that he came in 1986. We are really humbled and we are happy to receive him today.
They are selling a lot of food to Kenya.
Yes.
You've never seen a nice place like here. This is a food basket of Kenya.
Yes.
And Uganda.
And part of Uganda.
The business community from Mbale and neighboring areas also attest to how peace and better infrastructure have opened up new opportunities for cross-border trade and local enterprise growth.
We feel that if where there is stability and a good environment, that is when the business...
Actually, when somebody is sick, they take him to Mbale Referral Hospital very quickly.
We want to grow, to boost our women so that they also own the ownership of land. They don't have land.
And together, when we work with them, we are going to create more opportunities. They employ many youth all over Mbale and outside Mbale.
At the national level, senior NRM leaders say such achievements are a testament to the government's commitment to development and a reminder to consolidate the gains made so far.
The place is open through the good road network. There is electricity the way you can see. Children are in schools, health centers are working, they are busy in their gardens, they are only being disturbed by landslides.
The streets are lit all the way from Mbale up to Buko. You see water flowing below the hills. You see the fertile soils. You see agriculture taking place. You see happy people.
I've seen the beauty. The very, very good road in Buko. Lights are all over the whole road. In all the towns, in all the centers, the road is so perfect.
As the 2025-2026 campaigns gain momentum, the NRM message across the Bay remains clear: protecting the gains. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Thanks, Henry, for that story there. The NRM Director for Mobilization, Dr. Rosemary Nasubuga Senede, has called on party leaders and supporters in Mbale district to put aside their differences and rally behind President Yoweri Museveni's re-election bid.
While accompanying the president on his campaign trail in Mbale, Dr. Seninde urged local mobilizers to strengthen coordination at the grassroots.
It's up to you this time round to elect leaders that will help you get the services, because the government sends the money. I want to give an example of the roads. The government has already sent $1 billion every financial year to ensure that feeder roads are worked on. So if your feeder roads are in bad shape, you don't have to blame the president or NRM government. It is the leaders that you have sent to the districts who should be accountable.
She urged the mobilizers and supporters to spread the NRM message of stability, peace and development.
We have engaged the young people, we have engaged the women, we have engaged everybody, and more so the leaders who are going to be in charge. So we are very optimistic that this time round we shall see a difference as compared to the past.
She said internal conflicts will weaken the party's image and slow progress.
This campaign is in your hands. The president has made it very clear that he wants the structures to own his campaign and to lead his campaign, to lead his victory. The victory is going to be yours because you are going to manage this victory. You are the ones who are going to manage this campaign and ensuring that the votes are protected and are delivered. So it is in your hands. I want to assure you, the leaders at the district level, you are going to manage the campaign and the election of the president in your districts, while the village structures, including the councils, if they belong to NRM, are the ones who are going to be the campaign team of His Excellency the President.
Mbale residents were commended for their overwhelming turnout and loyalty to the party.
My focus is on helping our people to start up jobs. As long as you have nothing earn you a living, life becomes hard.
The NRM commissioner at the Secretariat, Major Retired James Chinobe, urged the electorate to vote for President Museveni for more development.
Just examine yourself. If the last 10 years you are still stunted as where you were, then you have a problem. But I'm very sure that Ugandans 10 years ago, if you examine yourself today, there is a journey you have traveled. There is some gain you have got at a personal level. But there are also gains that we have got as a country. For us as a country, we know that peace and stability is the foundation of everything that creates all the other developments. But moving around in Mbale City, the industrial park 5 years ago was not there. If you wake up in the morning and see the chain of people walking to that industrial park, where their livelihood is, and it's not only the Mbale people, but all Ugandans, you must value those gains that we have got together as a country.
Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
The Alliance for National Transformation ANT presidential candidate General retired Mugisha Muntu's campaign trail has been hit by the poor roads, forcing him to skip some areas in West and East Otuke and Alebtong district.
The persistent heavy rains in Otuke and Alebtong districts have left several vehicles stranded in the middle of the road for days. Making it impossible for General Mugisha's convoy to navigate through. General Mutuska navigated through the mud road to make his first stop at Otuke Town Council and Adrali Town Council.
Otuke! And they've been like this for a long time. It's not a month or 2 or 3 or 4 ago. They have always been this bad most times. There are problems all over the country, basically. Many parts where there are such problems, also which are underdeveloped. You still find the movement still heavy in those areas.
While addressing his supporters at Aloy Town, General Mutu said the road infrastructure needs improvement.
The roads in this part of Lango are really very, very bad. This road on which we are now, where this vehicle is stuck, the 3 roads from Otuke, the one that goes to Omoro in Alepto, the one which passes through Adwari to Apara, are all impassable. This is the only option from Otuke, Adwari, back to Rira. And if the only option is this one, you can imagine what the problem is with the road to Apara and the one to Omoro.
The main Anoi Adral road's condition is so bad that vehicles are forced to pass through people's gardens.
Money allotted to districts is not according to the kilometers of roads. No. You just give them a lump sum. Whether you have got 500 kilometers of roads, whether it is 1,000 kilometers of roads, whether it is 50 kilometers of roads. I cannot understand how any government can use that criteria for allotment of budget for road maintenance.
The 27-kilometer Adrali-Apara stretch and 19-kilometer Adrali-Oki bridge clearly impassable during the rainy season, making it tough for people and vehicles carrying goods. Haruna Mtesa Sira, UBC News.
National Unity Platform NUP presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu has taken his campaign trail to Rukiga and Kabale districts, seeking support from Kigezi sub-region. Kyagulanyi, accompanied by his wife Barbara Itungo, Kyagulanyi urged the people of Kigezi to vote for the umbrella symbol in the 2026 elections. Now, the 2025 Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education UACE exams have started smoothly across the country. At least 166,000 senior 6th candidates are seeking Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education.
At Chitante Hill, Kololo SS and City High, students were ready by 9 a.m. to sit for their first papers.
Taught very well by their teachers. We finished the syllabus in time, and it gave us a chance to engage in extensive discussions and revision. We have engaged our students in the external seminars, internal seminars. We exposed them to different sets of mocks, both internal and external. We have had several discussions. I am 100% confident that they are very ready to excel in the exams.
We have been going for seminars. They have been giving us past papers to go through, and discussions. I'm confident that we are going to pass and make our school proud.
We started on time, these national exams of senior 6 on time. Most of our learners have showed up for the papers. We have not had any challenges of learners missing out.
Our students have reported on time, examinations have begun on time, they were well prepared and they are set to go. Well, about the issue of school fees, that is not a problem to us because we have allowed them to sit. Yes, it is only when they are picking results that we check if there is any balance, then we strike a balance, but ideally all of them have been allowed to sit.
At Hamdan Islamic Secondary School in Mokono, all 127 candidates, 86 girls and 41 boys turned up.
We are to declare ourselves as the flying star of the century, 2025 for Hamdan Islamic Secondary School with 20 points. In physics and all subjects, we are expecting A's because all the facilities have been there. And just to know that every journey begins with a player and every journey ends with a player.
The deputy headmaster, Haj Muzamil Sengonzi, said learners were in good health and ready to write.
Showed energy and they don't have any fear. Alhamdulillah, in the afternoon, they are going to go paper 2, physics. I want to thank our director that has helped us to support us financially, make sure that we have all the requirements in the library, in the laboratory. Teachers, the head teacher of this school, I want to thank him. The teachers that have taught these learners. You see, these candidates of USCE, they have been exposed to different exams, and that's why, as you have seen them, all of them are confident and they are sure that inshallah ta'ala they are going to pass these exams.
In Kagadi district, UNEB supervisor Ramadan Nyondo Barongo reported exams began on time in all 15 centers with over 700 candidates.
All the examination centers to ensure that the regulations of UNEB are adhered to and the students are there in time to ensure that they start on time as required by the regulation of UNEB.
Some candidates said the physics and history papers were fair.
The paper has been brought in time, but back to the actual time given to the paper, it has been to some extent little, which brought like some kind of confusion.
I'm hoping to carry a course in a lawyer according to my combination, because my combination is head.
Sudat Kaye reporting there. Now, more than 2,000 candidates recently nominated by the Electoral Commission for parliamentary and mayoral positions have kicked off a 2-month-long campaign across the country. The electoral contest includes 353 constituency seats, 146 district women seats, and 20 seats for special interest groups, including youth, persons with disabilities, workers and older persons. Of the 2,711 candidates nominated for the 12th Parliament, 2,703 will campaign after 10 were cleared to join the rest unopposed. At least 18 political parties have fielded 1,428 candidates, while 1,283 candidates will also compete for the 519 seats. According to the Electoral Commission, a number of petitions have been filed regarding the unopposed. Hence, they cannot confirm the number because they are still analyzing the petitions. Now, candidates vying for elective positions in Parliament have launched campaigns and manifestos across the country, with many pledging to deliver genuine services to the electorate. Our reporter Ivan Juko tracked down some of the candidates in Kampala Central and Machindia East, where campaign activities have already gained momentum, with some candidates moving door to door, while others have opted to use social media platforms to reach their voters.
Forget political parties' affiliations, colors, and ideologies. This is the time to say enough is enough.
Parliamentary aspirants have officially commenced campaigns in accordance with the guidelines issued by the Electoral Commission.
This time round, we are saying we are at a crossroads. And that's why today I hereby declare and announce or launch my manifesto, whose reforms, or in which reforms we believe we can execute in the new and the 12th Parliament coming.
Among those launching their campaigns and manifestos is Abraham Luzi, who is contesting for the Kampala Central constituency. Luzi, who has made a name with unique slogans, such as "Sarah is tall and voting for me only benefits the voter." Unlike other politicians, he will not be holding traditional rallies but will instead rely on digital and social media platforms, including WhatsApp, Facebook, X formerly Twitter, and the other online channels to reach his supporters.
Everybody has a mandate as a citizen to stand up and take up your country, irrespective of any political ideology.
Luzi, who previously contested for the Mityana parliamentary seat in 2016 but was unsuccessful, says he will address key urban challenges such as unemployment, poor infrastructure, and service delivery within the city.
Infrastructure, we are saying Uganda must at least accord a special status for Kampala. Kampala needs a special status and a special budget.
Kampala being the central business district, he plans to support the small business holders and informal traders. The public view Abraham Luzi as a comic unconventional figure in politics, but he maintains calls for reforms and promising to advocate for the introduction of a minimum wage to improve workers' livelihoods.
First of all, we have to introduce what we call a minimum wage and salary scale for every part and person of this country.
NRM flag bearers in Machindia, Sabagabo, led by Philip Munduni, have officially started campaigns by highlighting several issues that they seek to address. Munduni, who is holding the NRM flag bearer in Machindia, Sabagabo, while speaking at the launch of NRM office and the campaign, promised that NRM will reclaim the lost position.
Candidates vying for different seats, including MPs, division mayors, councillors and others, have started campaigns. In Machindia, NRM members started with a high mood, holding rallies asking locals to vote those who can communicate. The National Resistance Movement flag bearer Philip Munduni, during the launch of NRM offices, says that this is the right time for the NRM to reclaim the lost positions in Machindia Sabagabo. Philip Munduni appealed to the people to consider the achievements NRM government has done in security, healthcare, infrastructure, among others.
We thank the NRM government for the peace brought to this country. Whatever we have benefited, whatever we have achieved, it is because of the peace which the NRM brought to this country.
The candidates in various positions highlighted various issues that they seek to address if given the mandate.
That's where I'm going to put my focus, make sure we have teachers in the schools, we have desks in the schools, we have nurses in the health centers, and preferably make Ndeje Health Center 4 a referral hospital. Make Masaja Health Center 3 equipped and fully with medicine.
According to the Electoral Commission, the 2-month campaign for aspiring Member of Parliament and other local governments will last until January 15th. Charity Marion Imnat and Joseph Muyingo for UBC News.
Aspiring members of parliament and voters have been urged to uphold peace and unity as the general campaigns officially begin, and that is according to the Electoral Commission roadmap.
State Minister for Public Service Grace Mary Mugasa has called on NRM members to support one another and conduct transparent campaigns.
As people go to launch their campaigns, we request them to have a united message. Every candidate who is a flag bearer of NRM should first campaign from Zainu 7 according to protocol. Then next, they should tell the people our manifesto of NRM.
Now, the campaign activities for candidates contesting for various positions under the National Resistance Movement NRM party, ranging from members of parliament to mayors, as they officially begin their voting hunting efforts. In Kawempe North, Hajat Farida Nambi has officially launched her campaign seeking support, while Idi Bugaga Matovu has kicked off his campaign in Matuga.
Members of parliament, sub-county chairpersons, district leaders and city mayors representing people at different levels have started campaigns in search of votes. In Kawempe North, Hajat Farida Nambi, contesting for the parliamentary seat, began her door-to-door campaign, moving through Kawempe 1 parish and Kawempe Mbogo. Nambi, accompanied by NRM chairpersons in Kawempe, said the door-to-door strategy helps them engage directly with voters.
Why we have chosen door-to-door is that most of the electorate really like you to go and knock and ask for their vote in their workplaces or in their homes.
During the campaign, Nambi outlined some key projects she plans to implement if elected.
Issues here in Kawempe North that are to do with clean water. We need to expand clean water services to the people. We need to be able to get or lobby for a seed secondary school. We need to be able to lobby for a skilling center. We need to be able to work on the feeder roads, the roads that you've seen us passing in. They are not the best. And then also we need to work on the drainage channels, especially blocking and sensitizing the public on how to keep them clean.
She appealed to the people of Kawempe to vote for her to deliver better services.
We have visited the homes that we selected, and we think that they have given us a good reception, that they will vote for me in these forthcoming elections. So I'm very, very hopeful that given this strategy and many other strategies that I'm not going to say here on the media, that would use to reach out to that 210 voters.
Meanwhile, in Matuga, Idi Bugaga Matovu also launched his campaign with a rally and addressed supporters.
Baronde General President Kaguta Museveni, batekayo Idi Matovu, baronde Hamidu Nsubuga, baronde buli fraga beyala, tusagule n'ebirala tukoleki, tumiyete.
News Tonight takes a short break, but we'll be returning with much more.
Ugandans, the unstoppable internet deal of deals is here with MTN Wakanet Fiber. Connect your home with our starter pack of 100 Mbps at only 99k. And if you want more speed for less, we've got you. Get the 200 Mbps at only 129k. And the fastest one yet? Enjoy up to 500 Mbps at only 250k. To sign up, use the My MTN app or dial *100 *23#. Offer is valid till the 30th of November for both new and existing subscribers. Together, our connection is unstoppable.
UEDCL is offering a normalization window until the 31st of December 2025 for those who have illegally connected into power lines or tampered with power metering equipment. Register with UEDCL at www.uedcl.co.ug/wetereze to normalize your connection to avoid penalties or prosecution. Visit any UEDCL office in your area for assistance or call our toll-free numbers at 0800 203 088 or 0800 285 285 and 0800 385 385. Take advantage of this normalization window before the law catches up with you. UEDCL, lighting up your world.
You see, I've been a painter for almost 4 decades, and I have found Global Paints to be very reliable. First, everyone knows we use Global Paint undercoat. Now, for the best results, I continue with Global Paints products. I go for Silk Vinyl when it comes to the interior. Then Global Matte for the ceiling, and when it comes to weatherproof, I go for Global Weather Coat Emulsion. With that one, the house will never peel. Now, there you have a sparkling, magical-looking house. And then the client is very happy. He recommends me to another person, who recommends me to another person, who recommended me to come and do the advert.
Global Paint, a reliable product.
According to the Uganda Bureau of Statistics Census Report of 2016, in Uganda, 12.4% of the population, about 4.5 million, live with a disability. Limited access to ICT and assistive technologies increases digital disparities, prompting UCOSAF's aim to promote digital inclusiveness for persons with disabilities. The ICT for People with Disability program aims to improve the accessibility of education and technology for persons with disabilities and promote their full and effective participation in society. UCOSAF is implementing this program through the creation and maintenance of an online observatory for persons with disabilities intended to link persons with disabilities with service providers and different programs that empower them, and provision of adaptive tools that enhance their quality of life through ICTs and digital skilling.
Welcome back from that break, and this is News Tonight here on UBC TV. National Identification and Registration Authority, NIRA, has appealed to the Uganda Communications Commission to disable fake websites and social media accounts that are extorting money from the public while posing as NIRA officials. According to NIRA Senior Registrar Claire Olama, there is growing public outcry, especially from people seeking quick or emergency services after falling victim to these fraudulent schemes.
The National Identification and Registration Authority, NIRA, has uncovered an organized network that defrauds citizens by charging for services that are officially free of charge. These fraudsters particularly target individuals in urgent need of NIRA services.
And when they have your data, they can easily use it to fleece you, to rob you. My imploration, fellow countrymen, is that you will access data. You will access information through legal channels. Do not be in a hurry. Know what is viable. It may not be comfortable. I agree. But it is better to do the right thing.
The suspected fraudsters have created fake websites and social media handles using NIRA's name, advertising express services for a fee.
In these fees, as you slope down under identification, you will notice at some point we have got express service. Agreeably so. The gazetted fee for express is 300,000. However, because we are in the mass enrollment and renewal project, this fee is not yet active.
NIRA has appealed to the Uganda Communications Commission and the security agencies to trace and hold these imposters accountable.
We are working with government to make sure that we manage the people being fleeced, so we track them down. So if you're a proprietor of these websites, you can see how much data they are gathering, your name, your email, your subject, and everything.
delays and unclear procedures within some government institutions have created loopholes that fraudsters exploit, taking advantage of citizens desperate for timely services. Meanwhile, the Uganda Prison Services has warned its officers against participating in or taking sides in the charged political environment while on duty.
A prisons officer is not supposed to be a politician. So anybody who goes on a rally to campaign or anywhere and you start campaigning in favor of a particular party, that one is indiscipline. Anybody who misuses social media, posting yourself with the uniform, declaring your support for a particular candidate, all of those are aligned to indiscipline.
Prison spokesperson Frank Baine says the Commissioner General has directed all territorial prison commanders to strengthen discipline and uphold the integrity of the institution. Abdu Nasele Lobama and Rogers Komagum for UBC.
Now, Uganda made a bold statement at the World Travel Market in London, showcasing the power of women in leadership and the country's growing influence in global tourism.
And the glow in your heart from a warm neighborly invite.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Uganda Tourism Board, the Uganda High Commissioner to the UK, and the Uganda Airlines Chief Executive Officer, all women, positioned Uganda as a must-visit destination for global travelers.
Music, art, cuisine, and the soul of our nation. We invite the world to explore Uganda, to invest in her potential, and to experience her wonderful place firsthand. Tourism in every country is one of the most powerful tools for development and diplomacy. It creates jobs, empowers communities, and builds bridges between nations.
The Uganda that you experienced possibly before, a year or two ago, is not the same Uganda. We are starting to embed sustainable tourism in all our activities. So if you came before and saw the gorillas, or you went to the eastern part of Uganda and enjoyed the land of 1,000 waterfalls, we talk about 1,000 waterfalls because Uganda is actually a water basin of sorts. We're home to 165 lakes, 40 of which are crater lakes. So imagine, again, a place on earth where everywhere you look, there's a water source.
The highlight was the Grand Uganda Night hosted by the Uganda High Commission, featuring rich cultural displays, music, and cuisine.
This great country, you've heard, you've seen, you've felt. What more? It's just to invite you to come to the Pearl of Africa. We've got great opportunities for you to invest in. We are focused on 4 main areas where we are looking forward to partnering with you. We call them the ATMs, just like the one for withdrawing money. Agriculture, tourism, mineral development, science and technology. I believe you all fall somewhere there. We are having a program with different universities to promote science and technology, not only in Uganda, but in the region, because our Makerere University is not only a Ugandan university, but it's one of the icons for research in the continent.
The event attracted UK travel experts, journalists and investors who praised Uganda's unique offerings. Through compelling presentations and vibrant engagement, Uganda's delegation sealed new partnerships and boosted global visibility.
From London, let's come back to Uganda and go to northern Uganda, where it's sad news from there, and that is Lango Paramount Chief, His Highness Mzee Yosam Odure B, has died. The revered cultural leader passed away this morning at Lira University Teaching Hospital, where he had been receiving treatment. He was 99 years old. Eddie Olwa reports.
The Lao Cultural Foundation is mourning following the death of Wanyasi Muzeyo Samuduri B, the paramount chief who led the Lao Cultural Foundation for more than 2 decades. Wanyasi Muzeyo Samuduri B was elected in 2003 by the cultural leaders during a meeting convened to address teenage pregnancy and child marriage, a cause he championed. In 2005, he was installed as the third Wanyasi, the paramount chief of the Lao people, in a ceremony graced by the then Vice President, Professor Gilbert Mukenya.
Many people come from all parts of Lao. They attended the event in the hall which took place at the Ola Kidwa Stadium.
He was born on the 26th September 1926 in Awila, the present-day Apache district. He attended Awila Primary School, moved to Boroboro and Kabalega before graduating as an agricultural assistant from Arapai Agricultural College.
Thereafter, he started working in various areas in Lao.
He retired after years of civil service across the then Lango district, but was later elected cultural leader to steer and unite the Lango people towards development, a job he did till his demise.
He was a cultural leader. He strengthened the culture of Lao, and he was a source of guidance for all of us.
And may his soul rest in eternal bliss. The Ministry of Health is developing a roadmap to screen and monitor people with eye problems, especially school-going children. This was revealed by the Assistant Commissioner for Disability and Rehabilitation, Dr. Mwanga Moses, during the opening of a 5-year health strategy for African countries.
Globally, eye problems remain a major burden, with 3 in every 10 Ugandans affected.
In Uganda, we have a 10-year memorandum of understanding with the Ministry of Health to actually improve eye health within the country. And as I speak now, it's around 6 years gone by.
So as a country, we are trying to find out the prevalence of people who have an eye problem. So this program, basically, when you look at children, people who are below 39 years, these people have either a refractive problem, they don't have low vision.
Ministry of Health is developing a national roadmap to support screening, monitoring and referral mechanisms, while training village health teams to detect eye problems early.
So when we find out that especially the children who are going to school and have eye problems, we support them by providing glass spectacles, depending on your refractive problems. So we have trained ophthalmic clinic officers across the country in many of our facilities. Their role is to screen.
Now, in Uganda, I mean, just an example, we have about 1 ophthalmologist for about 800 to 1 million people.
The Church of Uganda founded Ngora Hospital School of Nursing and Midwifery in Ngora District has held its second graduation ceremony, where 258 students received diplomas and certificates in nursing and midwifery.
Presiding over the event, the Bishop of Komi Diocese, Right Reverend Michael Okwi Esakan, tasked the graduates to reject corruption and serve with honesty, humility and professionalism.
Monetization of everything, a world where men and women have lost up, we have lost our morality and our spirituality, and have lost our values. We pray that you leaders who play a crucial role in shaping the healthcare landscape in our country, that you will prioritize the well-being of the healthcare workers.
Chairperson of the Governing Council, Dr. Beatrice Aguti, reminded the graduates to uphold ethical standards and professionalism in the service.
As you go out there, remember that nursing is not just a career, but a calling, one that demands compassion, integrity, professionalism, and service above self.
Principal Susan Babiyesewe reported a steady increase in diploma graduates compared to the previous year.
Among these, 193 graduates will receive certificates in nursing and 80 in certificates in midwifery, and 65 will graduate with diplomas.
Local leaders, parents and the public commended the school's role in improving healthcare services.
Ugandans have been advised to respect cultural roots and embrace the spirit of Ubuntu in their communities. This call was made by Brigadier General Charite Bainababo during the launch of a book titled Roots in Africa.
The launch was held on the theme Fusion of Traditional Heritage in Urban Spaces at Kingdom, Kampala. Brigadier General Charite Bainababo from the military forces emphasized respecting one's roots and upholding the Ubuntu spirit as a guiding principle for harmony and unity.
This is who we are, and before we go into any modern anything, we must be grounded in who we are as a people, as Ugandans, because modernity means that we are going to interact with other cultures. But before we do that, we must be grounded in who we are. As Africans, we talk about Ubuntu. I am because you are. So that goes a long way to show us how we should conduct ourselves as a people, as Africans. So there's no contradiction between culture and modernity.
The head of the African Languages Department at Makerere University, Dr. Gumoshabe Gilbert, urged parents to instill cultural values in their children. The young, talented author and first-year student at Makerere University, Okwakunzi Erona, encouraged youth to embrace skills development and innovation to overcome unemployment.
But they should believe in themselves. They can. Things we see to be, and maybe we think they're for big people, old people, they didn't begin in the same way. We should appreciate humble beginnings and come to know that the makers of worth cannot determine, the markers of our birth can never determine our worth.
The Vice-Chancellor of Bugema University, Professor Israel Masiko Kafero, has said the university has opened pathways to guide graduates as they enter the job market. He was speaking during the 31st graduation at the main campus in Bugema, Luweero district.
Bugema University has shown a growth in enrollment and completion of female graduates. At least 1,779 graduates were conferred awards, 913 of them women. The overall best student, Charles Kalemera, posted a GPA of 4.98 in Bachelor of Science Software Engineering.
Today's graduates are living testimony that education anchored in faith empowers individuals not only to succeed but to transform their communities. There is an African proverb which says, "The axe forgets, but the tree remembers." This reminds us that our actions, whether acts of kindness or neglect, leave a lasting mark. Graduates, as you step out of this, as you step into the world, let your excellency be remembered through your compassion, your integrity, and your service.
The ceremony, presided over by the university leadership led by Vice-Chancellor Professor Israel Masiko Kafero, introduced Pastor Samuel Kajoba as the new Chancellor.
I wish the new Chancellor success during his tenure of office.
Graduate, we are going to make a difference. It requires a mindset, not a paper. Education transforms minds, but emancipation requires more. Education is like a parachute. It is only useful if you open it when you jump. But if you jump without opening a parachute, it is equivalent to suicide.
The day marked the culmination of years of sacrifice, opening pathways to employment, entrepreneurship, and service.
To get the power to win. Njagalo funeliani. Nyo funeliani okuwangula ogenda kuwangulota. Ngenda kubanga obukadde 10 buli wiki wanchi. Ngenda kubangu kwasa obukadde 10 buli wiki kusimu ye nyinyi kyabonka kimuchoka. Line ya MTN banabeka. Buli ogenda okusasula ekintu kyonna ogenda okusasula. Ntakwese momo. Mubulira buli ogenda okusasula. Ngenda kyosasula kyonna kozesa momo. Oyinza kwanga ngenda kwewola kasente kozesa momo. Wanchi ogenda kuinvestinga kozesa momo. Abo MTN bwe amanyi nekwa obukadde 10 buli wiki. Castello bimala bwe pa wentandika ngamba kyekiriwo wanje nenkwata ku masimu ngamba halo oluddawa tenze tirinyi halo oluddawa zende gulu halo oluddawa ndi mutukula halo oliwa ndi mwanange ndi wano mu office ntudde nyiga ma computer nenkuta awa namwe kasana benesi okuberanga mwana wote koze ebintu n'amanga epeyinze ebolowinze investinze ngekozesa momo. Remember to dial *165# or use the momo app to borrow, to pay, to invest, and you could stand a chance to win 10 million weekly.
Business news. And Bank of Uganda maintained the central bank rate for the month of November 2025 at 9.75. Now, the move reflects confidence in the improving economic environment while remaining vigilant to persistent risks in the global economy.
This decision underscores the central bank's commitment to safeguard price stability and contain inflation while supporting sustainable economic growth, says Michael Watingego, the central bank's governor.
The CBR band remains at +/- 2 percentage points, with the rate discount and the bank rates set at 3 and 4 percentage points above the CBR respectively, resulting in a rate discount rate of 12.75% and a bank rate of 13.75%. The MPC considers the current CBR level appropriate for maintaining inflation around the medium-term target of 5%, while supporting economic growth and socio-economic transformation.
The governor updated the nation on the current state of the economy, inflation indicators, and the evolving domestic and global risk environment.
Inflation has remained subdued, supported by prudent monetary policy, a stronger exchange rate, and favorable energy prices. Over the past 12 months, annual headline inflation averaged 3.6%, while core inflation averaged 3.9%, both remaining below the medium-term target of 5%.
Uganda's GDP growth reached 6.3% in the financial year 2024-25, up from 6.1% in the previous year. This upward trend is expected to continue. This will be driven by capital inflows related to oil sector developments, favorable weather conditions, and easing global monetary conditions that could lower imported inflation.
The economy is projected to expand by between 6.5 and 7% in the financial year 2025/2026, rising to an average of around 8% in the medium term.
Growth will be further supported by the ongoing implementation of the tenfold growth strategy, which is unlocking opportunities in agriculture, infrastructure, and extractive industries. Charlotte Amoge for UBC.
The Minister for Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, Frank Tumwebazi, has inaugurated the 6th National Agricultural Research Organization, NARU Governing Council. Take a watch.
The newly inaugurated 15-member Governing Council, chaired by Dr. William Olaho Mokani,
will provide strategic oversight and policy direction to guide agricultural research and innovation in Uganda.
So we must see the evolution of modernizing and mechanizing agriculture, helped by science and technology. It's high time we really integrate all the knowledge required to undertake solutions.
Your core role is research, is innovation. You put us the evidence, and then it's upon us to design a policy, to design a program based on the evidence you have put in place.
Dr. Yona Baguma, the NARO Director General, appealed to government to review the law governing NARO in order to strengthen service delivery through research and build human capital.
The law that established NARO, that framework, Minister, requires some kind of aligning and working to make sure that NARO is able to focus on our business of research and above all, remain relevant to emerging areas of research, both nationally, regionally, and globally. We pray that during the term of service of this Council, we will be able to see this law reviewed.
Dr. William Olaho Mokani, the new board chairperson, emphasized the need for ministry support to advance climate-smart agricultural innovations.
For example, like this, a climate-smart program, we have not, the coordination has not been so strong. As the council, we were concerned, but we believe that PS is here. He will take on this so that we really move. I am very sure that NARO, given the facilitation.
Sports news now, and Uganda's intention of kicking HIV out of Uganda by 2030 has added a sports covenant led by Uganda's kickboxing maestro Moses Golola. Let's do weight lifting now, and Tuesday the 11th of November 2025 will mark the 4th day of weightlifting at the 6th Islamic Solidarity Games in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Uganda's heavyweight athlete Stephen Ojede takes to the weights at the Boulevard Safe Arena 01B under the watchful eye of his coach Hasim Nsubuga. The Lira district-based weightlifter is optimistic about a great showing at the Games in the 94-kilogram cluster. The 12-man competition also has Saudi Arabia's Ali Al Othman, Egyptian duo Layath Al Shilhawi and Karim Ibrahim, Nigerian Desmond Akano, and Cameroon's Stefan Chida Jo, among others. David Nyonyito and Dubai-based Faruku Figo Chambade, who are Uganda's other weightlifters at the Games, have already competed.
But I'm sure I won't let down my country. I'll do my best to make sure I fight for my position and make a good total.
Football now, and to the English Premier League, where League Match Day 11 has climaxed with 5 mouth-watering fixtures headlined by the Manchester City versus Liverpool game. Take a watch.
Tales Lounge in Bukoto was buzzing with energy as Guinness Matchday treated fans to one unforgettable Premier League experience. The event drew passionate Manchester City and Liverpool supporters eager for the high-stakes clash at the Etihad Stadium. Pep Guardiola marked his managerial game number 1000 in grand style as City demolished Liverpool 3-0. Erling Haaland nurtured his 99th Premier League goal after missing a penalty, followed by a deflected Nico Gonzalez strike and a dazzling Jeremy Doku finish. The result sent City fans into wild celebrations, leaving Liverpool supporters blaming their coach Arne Slot.
I am not happy. Honestly, the game is not going as I wished it would.
Lucky fans walked away with a Guinness branded merchandise as the brand manager Denise Nazinda affirmed the brand's passion for uniting fans through football's unmatched excitement.
Kyanyinza bagamba kino tukirina twakakitandika era kigenda kukwatayo mulimu ogenda kukwatayo so mwekumire ku mikutu gyaffe mulabe kye tugenda okuleeta ate ekyamaanyi ekiddako so oyinza okuba omuwanguzi eyewangulira tiketi ogenda okulaba emipiira gino mu UK so munywe Guinness mujje mu bungi mweyongere okwetaba mu Guinness match day zona zerimula mu bbala yonna oba mu track activations zetulina mu ggwanga lyonna so mwekubire ku mikutu gyaffe ejja social media mulaba tatiddako.
At Tales, the crowd roared, cheered and toasted with ice-cold Guinness.
And that story brings us to the end of the second and final edition of News Tonight here on UBC TV this Monday, the 10th day of November 2025. Thank you so much for having kept us company. On sign language, it has been Senyomo Yusuf, and I am Rukidi Kiijjanangoma, wishing you a blessed night. Wishing you a blessed night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Following our earlier communication regarding the technical challenge that affected the transmission of some free-to-air television channels, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation UBC wishes to provide the public with an update on the ongoing restoration efforts. Our engineering and technical teams have been working diligently to resolve the issue and restore normal transmission. While substantial progress has been made, the process has taken longer than initially anticipated due to the complexity of the fault. We assure our valued viewers and partners that full restoration remains our top priority and every necessary measure is being taken to ensure a stable and reliable signal across all affected platforms. In the meantime, we kindly advise viewers to rescan their TV sets to access the available channels. This will ensure that you can view the channels that are currently broadcasting without interruption. UBC sincerely apologizes for the inconvenience this disruption has caused and appreciates the continued patience and understanding of our audiences as we finalize the recovery process. Further updates will be provided through our official communication channels as progress continues. For additional information, please contact Public Relations Office, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation UBC. Email info@ubc.go.ug or +256 703 826 623.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.